Yo, what's up, you guys? Welcome to the post game. A belated post game, but a post game. We had a little technical difficulties yesterday, so
All right, better late. Yeah, but hey, better late than never. We're here, and we're going to talk about our
yep.
New York Jets and how they looked and what we thought about our first win. What was your take, Kevin, on the offensive side of the ball?
Offensive side of the ball, we got two beasts in the backfield. That's what I got on the offensive side of the ball, and a 40-year-old quarterback. That's I think's gonna eventually find his
Not
footing.
bad,
So
yep.
yeah,
Yeah. Hey, listen, Kev, we said after the 49er loss, we said, or at least I said, it wasn't the offense we were worried about. We figured they didn't get a lot of time of possession that game. They had 21 minutes of possession. They scored three times, three touchdowns, nonetheless. And you know what? We said that they were going to grow. And last week against the Titans, or I should say 2 days ago against the Titans. Those two drives with Aaron Rodgers were just so pretty. You never panicked. You never thought, "Wow, we're in trouble here."
the last time I was this confident in our quarterback, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Chad and all those guys, but
Mhm.
it was Testaverde.
Yeah, but I think that had more to do with coaching, don't you think? Like Bill Parcells was this genius at the time. We had
Yep.
Bill. You figured he's gonna, Bill's got a way of working to happen with Bill. With this team, like you see it in Aaron, changing the play calling, the little fly thing over here, go for Brees to go, all
Yep.
this great
Yep.
stuff. Like I feel like Kevin, I feel like over the last 8 years, I'm relearning football because to hear Rodgers in his press conferences and the little things he tells and how cool and calm he is up there, it's so great to have that. It really is. It's
Yeah, man. Yeah.
a breath of fresh air.
When was the last
No?
time we had something like that?
No, I know that's what I'm saying. It's a breath of fresh air to get that, like, to hear the man talk. I mean, you're talking about Kevin. In the last two games, our Jet offense has six touchdowns and one field goal. Usually it's the other way around. Usually it's six field goals,
Yes.
one
Yes.
touchdown, and maybe we're 1-1,
If we got a touchdown.
right?
If we got a
Yeah.
touchdown. Hey,
Yeah. No, you're right.
you got another quarterback. Like if this was last year, we lose that game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I agree with you. I'm not arguing with you on that. No way at all.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at Aaron Rodgers in two games for us. He's 31 for 51, 6.8 passing rate. Hold on, I can't see without 343 pounds to one interception, and he's a 92.2 passer rating. Well, it's incredible. It's incredible to see that. It's
Yeah.
refreshing. It's nice. It's nice. It
And
really
you got
is.
And like I said at the beginning of the show here, you got that two-headed monster now
Yeah.
in the backfield.
Yeah. Yeah. And listen,
I,
people.
I had said the other day, like when we did a show or two ago, wishbone, put them both back there. Let's see what they do
Yeah.
together.
And you know what, Kevin? If you have to put both of them in the backfield, so be it. So
Mm-hmm.
be it. You know what? If
Mm-hmm.
there are two best offensive weapons, then so be it. But Kev,
He lined them up back there. A little fake to Brees, went back the other
yeah,
way
yeah,
to Braylon, and boom, he was gone.
yeah. Kevin, even the two passes to Wilson where he turned his head inside thinking it was supposed to be there and he caught that ball. How pretty was that? And Mike Williams to finally have a receiver. What's Mike
Yep.
Williams like 6'4", 6'5",
Yep.
maybe to go up, climb the ladder and bring that ball in, stay in bounds and give us a first down to keep that drive alive. Two of the prettiest passes we might see all year.
Speaking of climbing the ladder,
Go ahead.
How about the pass to Brees
Yeah.
in the end zone?
Oh yeah. No, definitely. No, definitely. 100% right. 100% right.
Now,
And,
now that we've thrown our praises on the offense, let's flip it.
wait. Before we flip it, it's nice to see how an offense is meant to be run. Like it was 17-17. I think we got the ball. Let me see if I wrote it down was left. It was definitely over 8 minutes. But how nice of a drive was that? Like you never thought, oh my God, 8 minutes. Please, let's kill clock, kick a field goal, and get. No, it was like, all right, let's punch it in. Let's get down there, punch it in, punch it in, punch it in.
Yep,
And that's the
gotta
feeling you
gotta
get
get
now.
7. Gotta get 7. And like
Yeah,
I said, the last time I had that feeling was Testaverde. I've said
yeah.
it on this show before. That back 98, every Sunday I knew we had a chance to win. Every single Sunday.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, no, you're right. I'm not gonna argue. Kevin,
if this offense starts, keeps going the right way, which is
yeah,
up.
yeah. And Kevin, unless a key injury, and let's not even put it out there. I know, but this offense is only gonna get better. Is only gonna get better. Listen, we ripped the old line after the 49ers game. They couldn't run block. And how good was the run block this weekend? Broke Braylon Allen and Brees Hall had good numbers. Had
Mhm.
good numbers. I'm gonna pull up
Yeah,
their numbers while you talk for a second.
yeah. I mean, like I said, it was a thing of, yeah, they had a little problem getting going in the beginning.
Yeah, yeah.
But by what by when they came out in the second half, it was a different team.
That's what I was about to tell you. Kev, when you given up, we only gave up 7 points that second half while scoring 17. And the turnaround for me came when Herb Charles blocked that punt. That was the difference in the game. I think that just woke up the team and the coaching staff as a whole.
I just wish you would have scored.
Yeah, I know. I
So,
know. We
yeah,
can't get everything, but hopefully in time we will. But yeah, that was so pretty. That was so pretty to see about defense. So let's get on to the defense, which I'm still not. And now we don't know if Reed's going to play Thursday. We don't know if Mosley's going to play. And we know for sure Jermaine Johnson is lost to us for the year.
yeah.
So what is our defense going to look like Thursday night? Because the first two games, Kevin, 701 yards they've given up. That is not good. That is not
Yeah,
going to fly.
no, 50-50. I heard Reed and Mosley 50-50.
Reed, right? That's what I
Yeah,
heard too. Yeah.
so we'll
Yeah.
see.
And Kev, 701 yards in 2 games is not going to fly. And let me tell you,
No, man.
can someone explain to me, and please tell me in the comments, but how bad did Sauce look? This was the first game where we finally saw that maybe he is a real human.
Listen, and
Because
he got away. He got away with a huge one
dude,
at the end of the game.
yes,
He was
yes,
he had the dude like this, man,
agree. Yeah.
in
And
the end
Titan
zone.
fans,
It should have been a
oh, yeah.
flag, and it should have been first and goal to one.
Yes. And you want to know something, Kevin? Here's what I'll say to that. I know Titan fans were screaming about it Monday, and I understand them, but tough
No,
luck.
it
You know
had
how
to.
much
Listen, how
exactly.
many times it went this way? Right.
Bingo. I was just gonna say that. How many times has that happened to us? So you know what?
Yeah,
Tough
I
luck,
mean,
Titan. Say
don't cry in
sorry
your
about it. I understand. But yeah, I get it. I get it.
don't
Yep.
cry in your beer or your soup or
No,
whatever the hell it
I
is,
know.
you know?
But another thing, Kevin, 7 penalties, 6 on the offense. Gotta clean that up, boys. Gotta clean. Now, I'm
Yeah.
talking about when I say boys, I mean the coaching staff. That's gotta get cleaned up.
Yes. Yes.
7 penalties, 70 yards. Let's clean that up, boys.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's clean.
Yeah. I
Hang
mean,
that up.
what do you do for the defensive line? Do you go? What are you doing with Reddick? Trade him or sign him or something. Trade him for a
You know,
body. Get somebody.
Kevin, football's a funny sport because Hassan Reddick doesn't want to be here.
No, or he'd be here.
Huff probably wanted to be here and played well here from the organization. He didn't feel that love from the organization. Went to the Eagles, who gave him the money, gave him the love, and they're not even happy with him. Can we make an even swap? I know it doesn't work that way, but how great would it be if we could just make an even swap and get Huff back?
Eagles fans were killing him last night.
That's what I heard. That's what
Yeah,
I heard.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
because it was his fault that defense played like shit and let 38-year-old Cousins march down the field. It was
yeah,
all Huff's fault on that, right? Come on.
yeah,
Come
yeah.
on, Eagles fans. Do better. Be better. You're going to blame Huff, you know?
Well, but again, what do you do? What do you do? You got to get somebody.
Well, you know what, Kevin? They're not getting anybody this week, so they're going to live with what they got. I think they're hoping, Kevin, and listen, I said it in week 1, so I'm still going to hold true to my guns because I heard a lot of people last week that he stunk. You got to give him the credit this week. Yeah, you got to give him credit. Will McDonald, he had his 3 sacks, but I need to see consistency from him. I don't want to see a 3-sack game, and now this week on a short rest, he disappears. Because now with Jermaine out, we need him. Step up, big boy. You're a number 1 pick. Show the world why you were a number 1 pick.
Mm-hmm,
Go out
mm-hmm.
there and get 2 more sacks. Be in Brissett's face all night long. Make
I
him
mean,
see ghosts in 48
the only reason I say you need bodies
hours
because I
from
know
now.
I know they love that rotation. So I mean, you need guys, man.
Yeah, yeah. But who's out there, Kevin? They were talking about that guy from the
Yeah,
Raiders. I forgot how to
yeah, I know.
pronounce his name.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
And you know,
I
Kevin,
can't pronounce it either.
yeah, and they might bring him in. Don't get me wrong, they might bring him in, but they're not bringing him in this week. They're gonna probably bring him in over the weekend and see. But we should get somebody's in here. Somebody's got to help with this pass rush.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
You know, and had 11 sacks last year, I believe. You know,
yeah. I mean,
but
who are the Mm, Solomon Thomas had a sack, right?
yeah.
So
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, Kevin. Let's forget all that. Quinnen
it was
Williams.
it was invisible.
Have the night of your life this
Yeah, come on.
Thursday. Home's gonna be the place is gonna be wild. Have your night, big boy. Go in there and have your night.
Yes. Yep.
Stop every run that comes your way. Be in Brissett's face all night long, and let's go. Let's
Yes.
go. You
Yes.
know.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know, this
I
New
mean,
England team has a tough defense. Their defense is pretty good too. I'm not too impressed with the auto, but you know what? This is our home opener. That place is going to be loud. Sauce. No more, lollygagging on the tackles. There's not a receiver out there that should make you look bad like Ridley did. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Have a
you
night,
should
Jet defense.
you should show up to this game so angry and so pissed off and just want to drill them. That's how you should. Yeah.
Agree.
6.5 point favorite. They again, they don't think a lot of points. 38.5 points. Over under.
Yeah.
So
See, because these games are really never high scoring. But you know what? I'm going to say this again, Kevin, and maybe I'm getting too far ahead of myself. Again, I'm not worried about this offense, even on short rest. I'm actually happy about it on short rest because I know New England's on short rest as well. I'm more worried about the defense. And listen, what's his name?
Sherwood, yeah.
The backup for. but you're still missing a team leader. You're still missing, your main tackler.
Just,
Him out. I don't know if Reed's going to play. Let's
your
see.
signal caller. That's your signal. It's
Yeah,
a signal caller to the
yeah,
defense.
yeah, yeah. So the defense is still scaring me, but you know what? It's our home opener. That place is going to be loud. Jet Nation is going to be pumped. Let's go, Quinn, and have yourself a night. Have yourself a night. McDonald,
I want to see him dancing, doing the sack dance.
right? Yeah. McDonald, let's get I'm not saying 3 sacks, but let's be in that quarterback's face all night. Let's get a sack or two. McDonald, show everybody why you were number one. You haven't yet. And I'm not ready to
Right.
throw the roses at you like some Jet fans did. It was one game. I want
One
more
game.
Yeah. I want more consistency from you, Mr. McDonald. Let's go. Let's
One
go.
game, and it was Will Levis, not
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. And you know what, Kevin? You're right. And would we have won that game? Or maybe it would have went into overtime. Who knows? If Will Levis doesn't make that bonehead move in the second quarter when they were going in for their second touchdown, about to go in for their second touchdown,
Yep. Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Hey,
Now,
man.
the one thing, Kevin, we did say, the Tennessee defense is a lot better than people give it credit for. And that team it's probably like defense is going to keep them in the game as long as their quarterbacks don't make too many bonehead moves. You might
Yeah,
see Tennessee fighting for something in the end with
they
that defense.
they got a good D.
Yeah, they got a good defense. And once Levis could realize how to stop from making the turnovers or trying to be Patrick Mahomes and doing stuff like that, that Tennessee team might be a decent team. We'll see.
But yeah,
We'll
I mean,
see.
like you said, Sauce has to tighten it up, man.
Yeah.
Tighten it up, Sauce. Tighten it up.
Yeah, you want to know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of the high school kid who took a punch in the mouth on the football field and didn't want to play anymore, but had no choice. Did he even his tackling was so
Lackadaisical.
Yeah.
Lackadaisical. Yeah.
Yeah, like I didn't like anything I saw from him Sunday, and I'm surprised because I would never, I look at Sauce like we used to look at Revis.
Yeah, that's how you.
The game is over. We just have to.
Yep.
Yeah.
They'd be stupid to go to him.
Yeah.
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 Go
and
ahead,
they went to him.
Yes.
Yeah. He had what, 2 touchdowns? I believe Ridley had 2 touchdowns. He had that nice one.
How about that catch? How about that catch he made?
Yeah. But you know what, Kevin?
But again, on that catch, okay, Sauce, he's just standing there pretty much looking at him.
Yep. But Kev, they went upstairs to Gene Scully. If you look closely, Sauce's foot touches the leg.
Yeah, he was down.
Ridley. That shouldn't have been a touchdown. Now, they might have got the touchdown in time, a play or two later, but that shouldn't have been a touchdown. So you know what, Tennessee? You could gripe over the holding in the end zone. I'll gripe over that stupid play. That shouldn't have been a touchdown. But either way, our griping's not going to do any good. The refs missed.
Yep.
Both calls, but the game 24-17, and we move on to week 3 where we played the Patriots this week. Short rest Thursday night home opener.
Listen, I think I said they were going to lose the 49er game, then we were ripping off 10 in a row. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, one down, 9 to go. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. So Kevin, since you brought that up, do you have the Jets schedule with you with your wins and losses?
In front of me, I do not.
Yeah. Okay. Wish you did. 49ers loss, right? I also had them losing. Where is their next loss for you? Do you remember off the top of your head?
It might have been in Miami or Buffalo. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Okay, so you don't have them losing again till late in the season?
I had them ripping off till the bye.
Okay. So I have them. We'll talk about your list since it's not in front of you. My list is 13-5. Okay. So after the 49er loss, I have us winning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row. Then we're going to lose back-to-back games. We're going to lose to Houston. That's what I said. And only because the first 2 weeks I've been impressed by them, even though they're 1-1. Going out to Arizona, I put that down as a loss. I know people are going to say I'm crazy. I got us beating the Colts and Seattle, Miami at Miami, then running off the next two, beating Jacksonville and the Rams, losing to Buffalo, and finishing with a win at Miami at our home, finishing the season 13-5.
Hey, it could be a whole different season for Miami coming.
Miami, yeah. And by the way, it was announced today that Tua will be on IR,
IR,
so he will be
yes.
in the next 4 games for
At
the
least
Dolphins.
4 games, yep.
And by then, Kevin, they could be 1-5, and their season
and by then
could be cooked.
And by then he could be done. You know,
their season could be cooked. Let's go over that real quick.
He's supposed to see neurologists and shit like that over these 4 weeks, so they may tell him, dude. You know,
now anything could happen in football. It's a funny game, but let's see who Miami has coming up the next 4 weeks with their backup quarterback. They're gonna have Seattle, okay?
In Seattle,
at Seattle Sunday, yes. The second week without Tua, they have. Let me see if I could find them real quick. They have a Monday night game. Tennessee coming into their building. That 50-50. You think a loss? All right. So 0-2 in your opinion.
Yes.
So now they're 1-3. Now they're 1-3. The third week without Tua, they play. Let me see if I can find it. Chicka, let's look.
Might be a bye or so. Don't they got a bye in there somewhere?
Is it a bye for them? Not that week. Not that week. The buys that week will be Detroit, the Chargers, Philly, and Tennessee. Miami plays New England. That could be a win for Miami. So 1-2.
Where?
At New England. Okay, so you got them 0-3, and then the following week, the fourth week that Tua is out, that's the bye for them. 0-3 by then. Who knows?
Okay.
Football's
we'll see.
a funny sport. You never know how it's going to play out. But for us, we have a big window this weekend, an opportunity to go 2-1, and maybe by Sunday night tied for first, because we have to figure who's Buffalo playing in week 3. They're playing Jacksonville at Buffalo. All right, so Buffalo might be 3-0. Maybe we're in second place at 2-1.
Maybe
1 in Miami, and it's going to be interesting to see where it all lines up Sunday night.
Maybe Lawrence lives up to the hype.
Yeah,
and goes into Buffalo and comes out with a win.
Right now, Jacksonville 0-2, not impressive. Not impressive at all. Losing to Cleveland and losing to Miami. And they had Miami on the ropes.
Why this game is so important Thursday? If you can win, not only are you 1-0 in the division, okay, but you're also 2-0 in the conference.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's important. You got to stack these, like Rodgers was saying about the Tennessee game. We're going to look back at this game.
Good point.
These are the games that, these are the games that always came back to haunt us late in the season. Always. Like, how did you blow that game? If you would game in that game, you know?
Arguments here.
So.
No, you're right. No arguments here. No arguments here.
That on the road against a good defense, just like he said, it's huge.
Yeah.
These are the ones that help you down the line. So
no, exactly. And, Kevin, and when you're playing a division rival and you can beat them, it's almost like a 2-game swing. Almost like a 2-game swing.
Yes.
To be 2-1, and here's the kicker, Kevin.
They always say it's like a game and a half.
Here's why. Yeah, game and a half. True. True. You know what, Kevin? You know why this is big? If we could go 2-1, all right, and then have 10 days off, and if we could not only go 2-1, but go 2-1 with Mosley out, with Reed out, and then get 10 days off to get Mosley healthy, to get Reed healthy, and then go up to Denver, who right now does not look games themselves. It's big. It's big, Kev. It's big 2-1 with 10 days rest to get ready for Denver and playing a team that
Yeah,
doesn't look
and
good.
you could be staring at 3-1.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But Kevin, that London game now there's a lot that could happen in the next 2 weeks, in the next 20, whatever, 17 days.
listen, that game, when I look at the 10 in a row, that's the
Yeah.
game that worries me.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Sam's revenge again.
Kevin, we've and it's
2.0.
coming. Yeah. Yeah. And correct me if I'm wrong. He's beaten us twice already, right? Or just once when he was with Carolina, he beat
I
us.
think it was once.
Okay.
I think it was once.
All right. Yeah. Carolina. Now, I don't know if this was just clickbait, fodder, whatever you want to call it. Giants are interested in Zach Wilson?
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if it was just clickbait or
Wow, I didn't hear
fodder or
that
just
one.
click every story because you never know. And nowadays you click a story and they tell you, oh, your computer's got a virus, your phone's got like all this nonsense now. I hate to click certain things, but I saw that today on Instagram
No
that they might
kidding.
be interested in Zach.
Wouldn't that be a shit, huh?
He's coming back to New York? Wow. That would be something.
Crazy. Crazy.
That would be something. You know what it is? Maybe the Giant brass is going. The Geno Smith, they did shit with him. He turned out to be a decent quarterback. The Jets had, Sam Darnold. They couldn't do shit with him. He turned out to be a decent quarterback.
Look
Maybe
at him
we're
now,
the
right?
team that can make what?
And
Zach
look at him
Wilson a
now.
decent quarterback. No, he's not a decent quarterback.
No.
Sam had his faults, but again, Kevin, I don't remember him throwing too many dirt balls, if any. What I remember having a team around him that was even halfway as good as the team that Zach had around him. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. I don't think. Go ahead.
You
Go ahead.
got to look at it this way with him. If Peyton and Coach Westhoff, right, who's the assistant head coach,
yeah,
if they think he's relegated to the bench after watching him all summer, then he's relegated. I mean, they're not stupid.
No, I know. I agree. But anyway, Kev, I mean, I don't have much more I can say. I don't want to hop on. We'll see what happens now Thursday night. This is a big game for us, our home opener. We were worried about 3 games in 10 days, 11 days, whatever it was. But if we could get through this at 2-1, this is where we expect it to be. We expect it to be at worst 2-1.
And it's a big game for Rodgers because home opener. Yep. He said it's gonna be a lot of emotions. He said a lot of emotions going on.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Hopefully he has go have the game of your life.
Yeah. But Kevin, we gotta feel good. He's got 8 quarters under his belt. He looks good. He's been sacked a few times and he's stood up quickly. He's fine.
I always say, come on, get up.
Yeah. But you know what, Kevin? And maybe it's me, but this O-line only get better because listen, Tippmann was the second highest. Tippmann, who everybody was worried about. Tippmann. Oh, we got to get rid of him. Call this one. Oh, Tippmann's get him out of here. High snaps. He's going to get poor Rodgers killed. Tippmann was the second highest rated center this week in the PFF. So props to our boy Tippmann.
Yes.
Tippmann, I feel like we got our center once again, and we'll have our center
plus
for the next 8 to 10,
Plus, I remember seeing in camp, he was getting instruction from the best, Mr. Mangold. So,
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what, Kevin? We may not be able to pick quarterbacks, but we pick centers.
Centers.
You
We
no
can pick
matter what,
centers.
you could go back to the Joe Walton days and the Walt Michael days. The one thing we never lacked is bad centers.
Joe Fields.
Weenie. Who else? Mangold.
I mean,
Never had a bad center.
we didn't pick Mawai, but we got him free.
No, you're right. But you know
Yeah.
what? He was with us and he loved being here.
That's right.
So
That's right. That's
to
right.
me, he's a Jet. That's all that matters.
That's right.
Anyway, brother, that's it for me on my end.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see.
Opener.
It's all for. We know it's in front of the bright lights, right? What happens to us on the bright lights on national TV usually?
We shit the bed. We gave you numbers in week 1 what our record is in prime time, and it's not pretty. Especially on the Solar, it's not pretty. So let's change that.
You got to start flipping this script, man. Flip the script. You did it.
Agree.
You did it. You did it on Sunday because any other year you would have lost that freaking game.
Yes.
So.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Agree.
Like they said, like Tennessee would have came down, Levis, oh, boom, 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 boom. They would have called the flag on Sauce in the end zone. Okay.
Yeah.
They would have gotten first and goal at the 1, scored, and then went for 2, and we would have lost 25-24.
Yeah, or what would have happened is they would have tied the game up and we lose in the overtime because that's Jet law. But no, I get what you're saying. But you know what? We're changing Jet law.
It's a new dawn.
Yeah. Yeah, we're changing Jet law. On number 8, Aaron Rodgers.
That's right. That's right. Let's freaking go.
Rodgers. Let's do it. All right, brother. Have a good one.
All right. We'll see you guys. Let's go. Until then, get up. We'll talk to you later.